Hi folks, this is gonna be a short video of how to disassemble Zoraki. I've never seen video like this on YouTube yet, maybe there is one, but I want to show you how to get into the valve, how to get into the pump. I recently purchased a broken Zoraki, so now I can play with it. Okay, so first of all you have to remove those pins in here. I did that already. And here, when you open it, there's another one in here. Okay. Right, as you can see, this one was already fixed by someone. It was done not how it should be, so now I can play with it. And let's start from the first part. If you want to get access to the pump, okay, you simply screw it, twist to the left. Here we go. And push it. And then now we're gonna twist this tube because okay, this is very easy because I did that previously, but in your Zoraki probably it's gonna be harder. Couple of times. Alright, that's the inside of the valve. And now that's how it looks. You can push it, take it out. You have a there is actually main seal, and the other one is made from some fabric, which actually I think it has to absorb the oil, and then it spreads the oil around the pump inside. So that's what it does. Okay. So now that's the valve, and I have another Zoraki here. This one. This is the German version, which has a F sign. Is lowered. The energy is lowered to the like 7 joules maximum on 3 pump. And what I did, I increased the power by twisting the valve and making the full part like a full energy. I would say it's 9 joule after that. On the video, I will show you how to get to the valve. Okay, so here's the whole valve altogether, and the Zoraki doesn't want people to play with it, so they made a pin in here. This is the older version. The new version has a different tube made from the thin, very like a piece of metal. It's more difficult, but it's still possible to remove it. Okay, and this one is very easy for me because I did that previously. So I have to push it. You will have to use a hammer or something heavy to remove it. Okay. And here is the valve. Okay. Normally I don't recommend people to play with it. I did only that because my version was castrated, was 2 joules lower, so it has a sense. But I will show you how it looks inside the valve. Okay, so when you twist to the right, it compresses the spring, and the spring pushes the valve, and as less air leaks. Okay, because when you make a pump, you can sometimes hear the psst sound, because this I would call regulator, because you can regulate the energy which you can achieve on each pump. Okay, so let's have a look what's inside. Okay, that's it. And voila. So that's the screw, that's the spring, and that's the valve. As you can see, the small valve, it has a piece of rubber. It goes like this with the spring, and by twisting it to the right you can actually increase the pressure and the less air leaks through that small hole in here, okay? Because there is a small hole. So the Zoraki, when they made this pistol, they want to make easier for them. So for each market, like for United Kingdom, there is a different power level. I think it's a 6 foot-pound energy. For Germany, there is 7.5 joules maximum energy. For example, in Poland, where I live, there is no limits for pistol. It's 17 joules, so you can have a full power. So Zoraki, they did this valve so they can like play with the energy in the factory, so they don't have to make the different versions for the each market, okay? So they can only twist the valve in a factory and set up the specific amount of maximum possible energy achievable, okay? So I don't know what could happen if you could, for example, put a screw and a completely blocked. I don't know, it's probably you will achieve the maximum of the energy possible, because this valve still works even if I still push this to the maximum, there is still a little hole in here, so it's still air leaks through that, okay? Anyway, I just wanted to show you how it looks. There is another small part I want to show you. It's actually in here. Okay, you can unscrew this part. Yeah, it's easy because I did that previously, so you have to be careful because it's made from the brass, so you can get, if you don't have a fitted key, you can actually damage it, can get rounded, and then you won't be able to open the valve. You can change the O-rings if you want, you can buy them in a shop. You can sometimes put some oil, like silicone oil for that, and then, okay, that's how it looks. Actually, it's very simple. Well, it's not simple, I would say it's complicated, but if you've seen already how it's done, then it makes sense. Yeah, all the pumps goes like that. So guys, actually, that's everything. Take care.